Hello everyone, welcome to Math World. This video is to discuss Cambridge IGCSE Mathematics Paper 4, which is the Extended Mathematics for February-March 2024, and the code is 0580/42. So let's get started. Okay, so for question number 1, a grocer sells potatoes, mushrooms, and carrots. A customer buys 3 kilograms of mushrooms at $1.04 per kilogram and 4 kilograms of carrots at $1.28 per kilogram. Now calculate the total cost. So we know that the total cost is going to be 3 kilograms times 1.04. So times 3, then plus with 1.28 times 4 kilograms. Okay, then from here you will be getting the answer of $3.12 plus $5.12. So end up with $8.24. So that is the total cost. Okay, now B, in 1 week, the ratio of the masses of vegetables sold by the grocer is potatoes to mushrooms to carrots is 11:8:6. First part, work out the mass of mushrooms sold as a percentage of the total mass. Okay, so from here I know that the mushroom is 8. This is potatoes and here is a carrots ratio. So I know that for the percentage of mushrooms, that is going to be 8 over 11 plus 8 plus 6, because those are the total ratios. But since this is percentage, then you have to times by 100%. Okay, then from here, this is basically 8 over 25 times 100%. Then at last, you will be getting 32%. So that is the solution for first part of part B. Now part 2, the total mass of potatoes, mushrooms, and carrots sold is 1,500 kilograms. Find the mass of carrots the grocer sells this week. Okay, so now carrots is 6. So 6 out of total of 25, because the total ratio is 25. Then times 1,500 kilograms. So that is going to be 360 kilograms. So this is the mass of carrots sold. Now part 3, the profit the grocer makes selling 1 kilogram of carrots is 75 cents. Now find the total profit the grocer makes selling carrots this week. So since we have found that it has sold 360 kilograms, so therefore the total profit will be the profit per kilogram, which is 75 cents, times by 360 kilograms. Okay, then this is going to be $270. Right? So you can just ignore the kilograms. So done for this part. Now, part 4. On the last day of the week, the grocer reduces the price of 1 kilogram of potatoes by 8% to $1.15. Now, calculate the original price of 1 kilogram of potatoes. Okay, so since it's reduced, right, reduced by 8%, that means 100% minus 8%, that is 92%. Alright, so 92%, it will be sold by it will be sold with $1.15. So now when it is original price, that is 100%. So by 100%, that means I let it be x. Okay, x. Now to get the x, you just use cross multiplication. So multiply, and then Here I will get 92% x equals to 1.15 times 100%. Then my x here, okay, so probably I don't use x, I use a. Right, so my a is going to be 1.15 times 100% divided by 92%. So at last, you will be getting $1.25. So that will be the original price of 1 kilogram of potatoes. Now, part C. The grocer sells 620 kilograms of onions, correct to the nearest 20 kilograms. He packs them into bags, each containing 5 kilograms of onions, correct to the nearest 1 kilogram. Now calculate the upper bound for the number of bags of onions that he packs. Okay, so now from here, since for the onions, right, it is correct to 20 kilograms, so my absolute error, it will be 20 over 2 because of nearest 20 kilograms. So it's always half of the nearest value, right? That means this is going to be 10 kilograms. Okay, which means my onion is basically, right, the mass of onion it will be in this interval. It will be between, now 620 you minus 10, that will be 610, then 620 and 630. Okay, so 610 is the lower bound of the mass, and then 630 is the upper bound of the mass. Right, so probably here you can just write mass. Okay, now then the bags, alright, packs them into bags each containing 5 kilograms of onions. So now from here I will just write this is mass, right? So this is the total mass. I will write total mass. This is a mass of each bag. Absolute error, because of nearest 1 kilogram, so that will be 1 divided by 2, right? That is 0.5 kilograms. So that means now here my mass of each bag, right? So it will be, this is 5 kilograms, so 5 minus 0.5, that will be 4.5. Okay, this is, okay, here I will write total mass. Then this is mass of each bag. So now 5 plus 0.5, that will be 5.5. That is our upper bound. Okay, so now the question asking for upper bound of number of bags of onions that he packs. So number of bags equals to total mass over mass of each bag. Okay, so now when you are finding the upper bound, okay, look at here, this is upper bound. So which means now here I will say upper bound of number of bags equals to upper bound for the total mass divided by lower bound of the mass of each bag. Okay, so the upper bound for the total mass is 630. This is the upper bound for the total mass. The lower bound for the mass of each bag is 4.5. So this is the LB. Right, so now just divide these two values. So that means this is going to be 630 divided by 4.5. right? Then you will be getting 140. So that is the upper bound of the number of bytes. Okay, done for number 1. Now move on to question number 2. So from the diagram, A, B, C, D are points on the circle. Okay, so A, B, C, D. Now ADX and BCX are straight lines. So these are the two straight lines here. Now BAD is angle. Angle BAD is x degrees and angle DCX is y degrees. So given x and y degrees. Okay, so now the first part is A. Explain why x equals to y. Right? So give a geometrical reason for each statement you make. So we need to prove that these x and y are equal. Right, so from here I will say that the y degrees plus with angle BCD plus with this angle, it will be 180 degrees because it is the angles in a straight line. Right, so I will write y degrees plus angle BCD equals to 180 degrees because of angles on a straight line. Okay, total angles. Now, then from here, I will say that x degrees plus BCD will be 180 degrees because of the opposite angles, right? So x degrees plus angle BCD equals to 180 degrees. This is due to opposite angles of a cyclic quadrilateral. Are supplementary. Okay, so when you refer to these two statements, right, these two equations, obviously all these are the same. That means x equals to y degrees. Therefore, x equals to y. Okay, so that is the solution for A. Now B, show that triangle ABX is similar to triangle CDX. Okay, let's look at the triangle ABX. So the big triangle, you want to show this. Okay, is similar to CDX, similar to this. Right, similar to this triangle. So since just now we have proven that the x is actually same as the y. Okay, so now to show the similar triangle, we need to show they have three equal pairs of angles. So here we have shown first pair of angle, right? Then now from here I will say that both triangles are sharing the same angle at the x. See here. Okay, so I will say here the first point is angle AXB equals to angle CXD. Okay, you see here, both also x, right? So which is the orange, the yellow color. So from here, so since they are the same and the green color, the x and y are the same, definitely, right? then okay, definitely this triangle, I mean this angle, the remaining angle of the ADC will be same as this ABX, right? So because of x and y are equal, we have proven x and y equal. So then you just write and x equals to y, hence, right, angle ABX, which is a purple color angle, this is ABX, it will be same as CDX. So here I will write, it will be same as angle CDX. Okay, so now here you are getting 3 equal pairs of angles. So there are 3 equal pairs of angles. Hence, both triangles are similar. Okay, so shown. Right, now see, AD is 15 centimeters, DX is 9, CX is 12. Find BC. Okay, so go back to the triangle here. So AD is 15, here is 15, right? Then DX is 9, CX is 12. DX is 9, here is 9. Then CX is 12. Okay, and now you are requested to find BC. So what is BC? Okay, so when you refer to this triangle, so I will say that the angle, look at here, right? So this AB is joining the X and the purple color angle. That means now when you refer to the CDX, right? The line, the side that's joining X and the purple angle, the X now becomes a Y. So the Y and the purple angle, that means is DC, right? That means AB is same as DC. Okay, and then at the same time, the angle or the length, right? BX, okay, BX, this whole length, BX, that is the side that joining X and the common angle. Alright, so now when you look at the triangle DCX, that means the side that joining the corresponding angle of X, which is Y, and the common angle, which is here, which is your CX. Okay, that means AX, right here, I will say AX is MX is similar to CX, right? And then the AB, okay, AB is similar to or corresponds to DC or CD, which means, okay, for the big triangle ABX, now left the BX. So I will say that BX is the remaining side, right, which is here. This BX will be corresponds to DX. Right? So now what I need to do here is I will rewrite here. AX, okay, so AX not equal, I will write corresponds. Okay, corresponds. So AX corresponds to CX. So AX corresponds to CX. And then AB is CD. AB is CD. After that, BX corresponds to DX. And now you need to calculate BC. Okay, so now to get the BC, look at the diagram. BC, question mark here, is part of the BX. Alright, so means that I will use this corresponds length and any one of this. Right, so now I have to check. Because the AB is not given the length. You are given the AD and DX. So it means that I know what is my AX. Right, which is 15 plus 9. So it means that I will be using these two sides to get the BC later on. Right, so I will write here BX. So the working BX over DX, it will be same as AX over CX. Okay, so now BX is basically, look at here, BX is BC plus CX, right? This is the length, so BC plus CX. So I will write here BC plus CX over the DX, right? DX is given, which is 9, so I will replace it by 9, equals to AX. AX is not given, but you are given AD. Okay, so go back to the diagram. AX, that means this total length, is basically AD plus DX. So AD plus DX. AD plus DX over CX is given, which is 12. Okay, then from here, BC plus CX. CX is given 12 over 9 equals to AD is given 15 plus DX is 9 over 12. So now BC plus 12 equals to 15 plus 9 is basically 24. So I will write here 24 over 12. The 9 move up, so times 9. Okay, after that, your BC, this is basically 2. So 2 times 9 is 18. So I will get equals to 18 minus 12. That is going to be 6. So my BC is 6 centimeters. Okay, now part 2 completes the statement. The ratio area of triangle ABX to ratio area of triangle CDX is how much ratio to 1? Okay, what is the ratio to 1? So now area of triangle ABX. So look at the diagram. ABX is the big triangle, the bigger triangle. CDX is a smaller one, right? So now here we use the ratio. So area of triangle ABX over area of triangle CDX. So since this is area, means that now we have to refer to the corresponding sides, but then you have to square it. So we have found 3 here basically. So I will say AX squared over CX squared. You may use that side. Okay, CX squared. Or this is same as AB squared over CD squared. Or you may just refer to the last side, which is last pair of the sides, BX and DX. So BX squared equals to DX squared. Okay, so now from the previous calculation, basically we have found AX. Okay, the AX is basically 24. So, and then the CX also given, which is 12. So I'm going to use the first formula. Okay, then you may use the other two as well. So then from here I will write area of triangle ABX over area of triangle CDX. I will be choosing AX squared over CX squared. That is 24 squared over 12 squared. Okay, and then now since both also squared, so I will just combine the squared. I will take out the squared and combine together. That means this is going to be 24 over 12. Then I will be getting 2 squared, which is 4. Okay, this 4 is basically same as 4 over 1. Alright, so that means now here, probably I will just write here 4. So here 4, then this is same as 4 over 1. Therefore, the ratio, look at here, this is to 1. So I will say the ratio is basically 4 to 1. Okay, because I get 4 here. So this is the working for this question. Okay, now next question number 3. A. The table shows information about the marks gained by each of 10 students in a test. Calculate the range. Range is basically highest minus lowest. Highest mark minus lowest mark. So now highest mark is basically 20, lowest is 15. So it is 20 minus 15, then you will be getting 5. That is the range. Now part 2, calculate the mean. So the mean is basically, okay, frequency is the f, marks is the x. So it is summation fx over summation f. So now means that you need to multiply 15 with 4 and then add with the multiplication, which add with all these multiplications, right? That's the meaning of summation fx. Then now here it will be 17 times 2 plus 18 times 1 plus 19 times 0, so no need to write, then 20 times 2, because 19 times 0, it will be 0, and total 10 students. This 10 can be found using addition of all these frequencies. Then from here, you will be getting 168 over 10 at last, that is 16.8. So this is your mean. Now part 3, find the median. Okay, so median is half of, because the total students is 10, so half of 10 students. But then since this is exact values, right? It is not the group data, so you got the plus 1 to get the median position. So 10 plus 1 is 11. 11 plus 11 divided by 2, that is 5.5. That means this is the fifth 5.5 data. Okay, so 5.5 data, look at here, there are 4 data with values of 15, and then the number 5 is with value of 16. So it means that the data number 5, this is the data number 5. Okay, and then you will have another 2 data with the value of 17. So that means this is data number 6 and 7. So now I will be getting the average of 5 and 6, the 5th and 6th data. So this is data number 6. I will get data number 5th is the 5th data is with value of 16, and then the 6th data is with value of 17. So now I need to get the average of these two values. That is going to be 16 plus 17, then divided by 2. That is 16.5. So that is my median. Okay, now part 4, write down the mode. Mode is basically the value with the highest frequency. So now look at the table. Highest frequency is 4, and then the value is 15, so the mode is 15. So here I will write this is equal to 15. Okay, now solve for all these parts. Move on to B. So Paulo's mean mark for 7 homework tasks is 17. After completing the 8th task, his mean mark is 17.5. Calculate Paulo's mark for the 8th task. So now 17 is for 7 homeworks, right? So the mean is basically, now the total marks. Okay, so basically I would say the mean is, okay, 17 times 7. This is the total marks for 7 homework tasks. then you plus with number 8. Let's say number 8 is x. Then over 8 tasks, right? Then the mean, now the new mean is 17.5. So this 17.5 is the min mark for 8 homework tasks. So now to get the x, the 8 move up. So 17.5 times 8 equals to 17 times 7 plus x. So for the left hand side, when you calculate, that is 140. Then for the right hand side, 17 times x, 17 times 7 is basically 119. Then you add with the x. So at last, your x is 140 minus 119. That is going to be 21. So that is the solution for part B. Now, see, the table shows the percentage scored by each of 100 students in their final exam. So you are given the percentage from 0 until 100, and then the frequencies, right, the corresponding frequencies. Now on the grid, draw a histogram to show this information. So for histogram, for your information, the upper limit, the vertical axis, we need to check the width of the class, right? So here it is 30, but then the next one is 20, because 50 minus 30, you get the average of these two values. That will be the same, 30. So 50 minus 30 is basically 20. So since they are having different class width, then we need to use frequency density for the vertical axis. And for the horizontal axis, that will be the boundaries, class boundaries. So now I need to do two calculations. The first one is a class width, C. Okay, so the class width is counted by counting the difference of the boundaries. So 30 minus 30 minus 0 is 30. 50 minus 30 is 20. 60 minus 50 is 10. 70 minus 60, you get 10. Then at last, 100 minus 70 is 30. Now, next is frequency density. Okay, so Ft equals to F over C. So the F is a frequency. So now 12 over 30, just do the calculation. So that will be 0.4. Okay, the next one, 18 over 20, you will be getting 0.9. Then 35 over 10 is 3.5. 20 over 10 is 2. Lastly, 15 over 15 over 30 is 0.5. Okay, so now we need to mark this on the diagram. Already labeled the axis. So now, for the first one, 0 to 30, the frequency density is 0.4. So 0.4, 0 to 30. Right? Now the next is 30 to 50, 0.9. So 0.9, 30 to 50. So please draw all these histograms using ruler. Okay, then next 50 to 60, 3.5. 3.5 is in the middle. Okay, then next is 60 to 70 is 2. So lastly, the height is 0.5, the frequency density. So 0.5, then the P is up to 100. Alright, so that is the histogram. Now, next question, number 4. The diagram shows a pyramid with square base, BCDE. So, square base means all same sides. The diagonal CE and BD intersects at M, and the vertex F is directly above M. BE is 12, okay, FM is 9. So, given here, first part, calculate the volume of the pyramid. So, the formula is V equals to 1 over 3 AH. The A is the base area and the H is the height. So basically, now the V is 1 over 3 AH. So it will be 1 over 3 because the base is basically a square base, right? That means the area is 12 times 12. Then the H is the vertical height, which is 9. Then you will be getting 432 centimeter squares. Centimeter cube, because this is volume. Now, part 2, calculate the total surface area of the pyramid. So now we refer to the pyramid here. This is a square base, and then together with 4 sides, okay, or 4 triangles. Because here 1, 2, the back and the side. So 4 area of triangles. So now I will just write total surface area. Okay, now for your information, before you find the area of the triangle, we need to know what is the vertical height, right? So now this 9 centimeter is not the vertical height, because the vertical height of the triangle, okay, let's say I refer to triangle FEB, right? This is a triangle FEB. So for the triangle, the vertical height is always from the sharp point joining, up to the, you extend the sharp point up to the midpoint of the base. That means here is 6, this is 6, right? So this is our vertical height. Now, for your information, from this point to M, that is midpoint of the BC, right? Because they are perpendicular, they are parallel. This line is basically parallel to BC. So from this point to M is basically the midpoint of BC. That is 6. Okay, then here is given 9. So with this triangle, I can find what is a H. Okay, so then here I will find the H first. Right, so this is the point M, and then here is going to be 6, then this is 9, okay, because this is the F. Okay, and here must be 90 degrees, right angle triangle. So this is not right angle triangle, this is my H. So my H is basically square root of 9 squared plus 6 squared according to the Pythagoras theorem. That is square root of 117. So square root of 117 you can change to 3 square root 13. Okay, so this H is basically the height of my triangles. So now total surface area equals to area of the square base plus 4 times area of triangles. Okay, of a triangle. Now, area of square base just now 12 times 12. So 4. So area of triangle. So when you look at the triangle here, right? AEBF. So the base here is 12. And then I have found the H just now. So it means that it will be 12 or half times 12 times the H. So 3 square root 13. Okay, so then from here, you will be getting 144 plus 72 square root 13. And then the final answer, it will be 403.5997. Now, final answer correct to 3 significant figures. So you refer to the 5 and round up. So that will be 404. So this is the answer correct to 3 significant figures. Okay, now B. The diagram shows a toy made from a cone and a hemisphere. The base radius of the cone and radius of the hemisphere are both r. Okay, so here r. Now the slant height of the cone is 3r centimeter. Total surface area of the toy is 304 centimeters squared. Now calculate the value of r. Okay, so now the curved surface area of a cone with the radius r and slant height l is pi rl. Okay, and then the curved surface area of a sphere with radius r is 4 pi r squared. Now when you look at the diagram here, it's basically a cone and a hemisphere. So this is the formula for sphere. That means now I have to take half of this 4 pi r squared. That will be the surface area of hemisphere. And now the total surface area is given. So from here I will write total surface area is basically half of 4 pi r squared plus the cone. Cone is pi r l. Okay, and replace the left side by 304. So here half times 4 is basically 2. Okay, so here I will just cancel off. So the pi is replaced by 3.142. And then the r is unknown. So r squared plus 3.142 r. The l is given. So l is 3r. So this is 3r. So that means 304 equals to, now when you add up these two terms on the right side, you will be getting 15.71 r squared. Okay, then now we need to find the r value. So which means now r squared is 304 over 15.71, and then the r is square root of that value. So r will be square root of 304 over 15.71, and then this is going to be 4.3989, and now I round up. The answer equals to 3 significant figures. That will be 4.40. So this is the solution for this question. Okay, now next question, number 5a, first part. Factorize the quadratic function. So this x squared minus x minus 12, when you need to factorize, okay, so x times x is x squared. Now when you look at the 12 here, the minus 12, so the minus times plus will be a minus. So I will have 1 minus and 1 plus. Okay, and this 12 to get the difference, because later when you multiply, this is minus how many x, this is plus how many x, right? So when you multiply these two values, it will be the middle value. So I will have, because I need to get minus x here, therefore minus 4 times 3. So because minus 4 times 3 times positive 3 is minus 12. So the middle value is minus 4x, and then this is 3x. So then when you multiply, it will be x squared. The last term is minus 12. Middle term you plus. So it will be minus x. Right, final answer, you need to cross multiply. So when you cross multiply, you are getting, this is x minus 4 and then x plus 3. So this is how we factorize it. So done for the first part. Now part 2, simplify the division. So x squared minus 16 over x squared minus x minus 12. The denominator already found, which is x minus 4 times x plus 3. But for the numerator, I have x squared minus 4 squared. Okay, 16 is 4 squared. Then now I will have one formula. A squared minus b squared is basically a minus b times a plus b. Then now here I will split it into two terms. That is going to be x minus 4 times x plus 4 over x minus 4 times x plus 3. Then from here, the x minus 4 can be cancelled off. So at last, you are getting x plus 4 over x plus 3. So that is the simplest answer. Okay, B. So simplify the minus of two squares. Use back this formula. Okay, then here you will be getting 2x minus 3. This is my A now. Minus B. Okay, first term. And then A plus B. So 2x minus 3 as the A plus with x minus 1. So this is going to be, open the brackets. So 2x minus 3 minus x minus 1. And then open the brackets as well. 2x minus 3 plus x plus 1. So at last, 2x minus x is x, minus 3 minus 1 minus 4. The other one is 2x minus plus x. It will be 3x. Minus 3 plus 1 is minus 2. So then you will be getting x minus 4 multiplied with 3x minus 2. Okay, see, write as a single fraction in its simplest form. So 2x plus 4 over x plus 1 minus x over x minus 3. So the easiest way to do this is get the same denominator. Means that we use cross multiplication, right? So then this is over x plus 1 times x minus 3. So when you cross multiply, 2x plus 4 multiplied with x minus 3, then minus x bracket x plus 1. And now you do the expansion because we need to simplify. So when you do expansion, I will get 2x squared. 2x minus 3 is minus 6x. 4 times x is plus 4x. 4 times minus 3 is minus 12. So same goes to the other one. So just do expansion. So here you will be getting negative x squared minus x over. Now for the denominator, we never expand. So leave it as the two factors. What we need to do now here is just to simplify the numerator. So now here, 2x squared minus 1x squared, it will be 1x squared. And then negative 6x, negative 1x, negative 7x, negative 7x plus 4x, that will be negative 3x. Followed by negative 12. Okay, so the numerator cannot be factorized. That means this will be the simplest form. Alright, so done for this question. Okay, D, expand and simplify. So now what I need to do is I will expand first 2. So x minus 3 times x minus 5. I solve these two first. So that will be, just do expansion, x squared minus 5x, then minus 3x, minus 3 times minus 5 is plus 15. Then multiply with 2x plus 1. Then now simplify the first bracket. It will be x squared minus 8x plus 15 multiplied with 2x plus 1. So x squared multiplied with 2x plus 1, that will be 2x cubed plus x squared. After that, this minus 8x multiplied with the bracket, then you will be getting minus 16x squared minus 8x. Lastly, the 15 multiplied with the bracket. So you will be getting plus 30x plus 15. Then from here, you will be getting 2x cubed minus 15x squared plus 22x plus 15. Excuse me. Okay, so E, solve the simultaneous equations. You must show all your working. So x minus 3y equals to 13. Now I'm going to use the elimination method. You may use substitution method. So I need to get the 9y, excuse me, from the first equation. So I need to times 3. Do the 3y there. So 13 times 3, you'll be getting 39. This is my third equation. So now, solve the second and third equation by eliminating the minus 9y. So since both are the same term, that means I'm going to minus. So I will be using second equation minus third equation. So for the first term, on the second equation, it will be 2x squared. First term on the third equation will be minus 3x because you minus. Right hand side, 116 minus 39, that is 77. So now here I'm getting a quadratic equation. That means the 77 will be moved to left side. That will be 2x squared minus 3x minus 77 equals to 0. And this quadratic equation can be factorized. Okay, so 2x squared is 2x times x. Again, when you look at the sign here, minus times plus is minus. Alright, so now I will have 1 minus and 1 plus. And then this 77, it will be 7 times 11. And to get the minus 3 for the final answer, I will have minus 7 on the first part on top and then plus 11. So that when I multiply 2x with the minus 7, I get negative 14x. And then x times plus 11 is plus 11x. So that for the first column, 2x times x, that is 2x squared. Last column, I will be getting negative 77. And the middle column, I'm adding. Okay, this is times. First and third, I times the numbers. And then the middle is I plus. So then you will get negative 3x. So it's exactly same as this quadratic equation. Final answer, use cross multiplication to get the factors. So which means here I will be getting 2x plus 11 multiplied with x minus 7, that equals to 0. So now I will say either the first term equals to 0, the first factor equals to 0, 2x plus 11 equals to 0, or x minus 7 equals to 0. So it means that my x is negative 11 over 2 or x equals to 7. Now once I have found these two x, I need to find my y because you need to solve the simultaneous equations. So now I will get it from the first equation. So from first, right, I will rearrange to get my y first. So it means that this minus 3y will be moved to right side and the 13 moved to left side, which means 3y is basically x minus 13. Hence my y is 1 over 3 times x minus 13. Then now, when my x is minus 11 over 2, then my y is going to be 1 over 3 times minus 11 over 2 minus 13. Then this is going to be minus 37 over 6. Right? So then when x equals to 7, my y is 1 over 3 times 7 minus 13. So you will be getting minus 2. So my final answer, x equals to minus 11 over 2. The y is negative 37 over 6. Or x equals to 7. The y is minus 2. Okay, so I have two results, two pairs of answers here. So I will have to rewrite here. X is 7, y is minus 2. And then the other value is minus 11 over 2. And then the y is negative 37 over 6. So these are the solutions of this question. Okay, next question number 6. Now, the diagram shows triangle ABC, okay, ABC, with AB 17.2 centimeters, angle ABC is 54 degrees, and angle ACB is 68 degrees, okay, and together with MC is 12.8 centimeters. Now, calculate AC. So, AC is here. So to get the AC, right, I can say that the AC is the opposite side, is a side opposite to the angle 54 degrees, and then you are given 72 centimeters as a side opposite to 68 degrees. Therefore, you are given two angles and one side. Then you need to find another side. We can use sine rule. Okay, so here I will write sine rule. So for sine rule, since we need to find AC, I will write AC over sine of the opposite angle. The opposite angle is basically 54 degrees. So sine 54 degrees equals to the side is 17.2, then over sine 68 degrees. Then from here, my AC, it will be 17.2 over sine 68 degrees multiplied with sine 54 degrees. And then you will be getting 15.0079. And now I round up to three significant figures, that is 15.0. So that is my AC. Okay, now B, M lies on BC and MC is 12.8 centimeters. Calculate AM. So now we need to calculate AM. AM is over here. Okay, just now we have found here 15.0. Now you need to find what is your AM. So when you need to find AM, look at here. The AM is the side opposite to 68 degrees, and then you are given two sides as well. So it means that here now involve three sides and one angle. Okay, therefore I can just use the cosine rule. So I will write cosine rule. So now cosine rule means the angle, the sides which is opposite to the given angle. So AM squared equals to the other two sides squares, right? So AC square plus MC square. So I will just write down the formula first. It will be AC square plus MC square minus 2 times the two sides, then cos the opposite angle, cos 68 degrees, ACM. So now the AC already found 15, then the MC is 12.8. So I will write here my AM. So since the question asking for AM, I will just take square root because I need to eliminate the square. So this is going to be 15 squared plus 12.8 squared minus 2 times 15, 12.8, then cos angle, ACM. ACM is 68 degrees. So this is going to be 15.6522, and at last that is 15.7 centimeters for the AM. Okay, see, calculate the shortest distance from A to BC. So look at the diagram. A to BC. Okay, shortest distance. Basically, shortest distance is the perpendicular distance. Means that here is perpendicular. Right? BC. So basically, when you look at this triangle A, this triangle, right? This triangle, this right angle triangle. Now, you are given 68 degrees. Hypotenuse is given. Right? So now you need to find the shortest distance. Shortest distance is basically this side. What is this? Okay, which is the opposite side? The side opposite to the angle 68 degrees. So then from here, I will just write sine 68 degrees equals to shortest distance over 15, because that is the right angle triangle. Right? Then from here, the shortest distance is basically . 15 times sine 68 degrees. That is going to be 13.9 centimeters. Right, so done for this part C. Okay, now for next question, 7a. Given two vectors P and Q. First part, find 3Q. So 3Q is basically 3 times minus 4, 5. This is just to multiply. So this is negative 12 and 15. Okay, so negative 12, 15. Now, find P minus Q. So P minus Q, that will be 8 minus 5 minus 4, 5. That is P minus Q. So 8 minus 4 is 12. Minus 5 minus another 5, minus 10. So then the vector is 12, negative 10. Now find the modulus of P minus Q. This modulus means the magnitude. So now magnitude of P minus Q, refer to this P minus Q, and the calculation is square root of 12 squared plus minus 10 squared. So this is going to be square root of 244. Now you can leave your answer in the simplest form, that is going to be 2 square root 61, or you round up to 3 significant figures, that is going to be 15.6. So you either leave your answer in 2 square root 61 or 15.6. So it's up to you. Okay, now B. In triangle OMN, O is the origin, OM is A, vector A, ON is B, S is a point on OM, okay, this is the S, such that MS to SN is 5 to 3. MS to SN, so 5 to 3. Now find in terms of A, N, or B, the position vector of S. Give your answer in the simplest form. Okay, so from here, I will just use this ratio. Instead of length, I change to vector. So that means MS vector over Sn vector is 5 over 3. Okay, then from here, my MS, vector MS, is 5 over 3 of vector Sn. And now we need to find position vector of S. That means this is OS. So MS is basically OS minus OM. And then the Sn is ON minus OS. Now I will do expansion. So this is going to be 5 over 3 ON minus 5 over 3 OS. Now, since we need to find OS, right? We need to find OS. This OS will be moved to left side and combined with the OS on the left side. And at the same time, the minus OM will be moved to right side. Okay? Then now, when you combine the both OS, that is basically 1 OS plus 5 over 3 OS. That is 8 over 3 OS. Then the right side will be 5 over 3 ON. Right, so the minus OM, when you move to the other side, is plus OM. So then from here, right, so 5 over 3. My ON, look at the diagram. ON is B. And then my OM is going to be A. So at last, my OS, the 8 over 3 moved to the other side becomes 3 over 8. Okay, then from here, you will be getting 3 over 8 times 5 over 3, that is going to be 5 over 8, B. And then 3 over 8 times A, that is 3 over 8, A. Okay, so you can just leave your answer in this form. Probably you can just write OS equals to 3 over 8A plus 5 over 8B. So that is the vector OS, or position vector of S. Okay, now 8A, On the axis, sketch a graph of y equals to 4 minus 3x. So y equals to 4 minus 3x. This is a straight line because of the x with degree 1. To sketch a straight line, we need 2 points. So I will let x be 0. My y is 4 minus 3 times 0. That's going to be 4. And then the next point is I will let y be 0. So 0 is 4 minus 3x. That means my x is 4 over 3. Okay, so now let's say here 1, 2. Here 1, 2, 3, 4. When x 0, y is 4. That's the point. When x is 4 over 3, y is 1. Y is 0. 4 over 3 is 1 and 1/3. So probably it's here. Right, so now you just need to join these 2 points to get a straight line. You need to join them using ruler. Okay, probably my drawing is not accurate. So make sure it is a straight line. Okay, this is and measure correctly. Right, so then I adjust here. This is 4 over 3. Right, so done for this sketching. Now, next part. On the axis, sketch y equals to minus x squared. So minus x squared is basically this graph. Okay, no need to show any calculations. It passing through the origin. It touches, I would say it touches, not passing through. Okay, it touches. And it is a bell shape. Not bell shape, the set face graph. Okay, it is a curve. Right, so this is y equals to minus x squared. Okay, now see, first part, find the coordinates of the turning points of the graph. So turning point is basically stationary points, dy dx equals to 0. So now y equals to 10 plus 9x squared minus 2x cubed. Now dy dx, when you differentiate constant, you will be getting 0. Okay, then differentiate cx degree n, where the c and n are constants. What to do is c d over dx x degree n. So to differentiate x degree n, you bring down the n, keep the c outside, and x n minus 1. So this is the formula, which means now, right, so you can just bring down the 2 and combine with the 9. So 9 times 2x. Then the next one is going to be the same. Rewrite the minus 2. Differentiate x degree 3 is 3x squared. Then from here, I will get dy dx equals to 18x. 2 times 3 is 6, so minus 6x squared. And now, turning point means dy dx equals to 0. Which means now 18x minus 6x squared equals to 0. So the common term is basically 6x. Factorize a common term, then you get 3 minus x equals to 0. Okay, so then from here, I will say either 6x equals to 0 or 3 minus x equals to 0. That means either your x is 0 or your x equals to 3. And now, since you need to find the point, points must have x and y coordinates. So after you found these two x, you need to substitute back into the y equation to get the y value. So when x equals to 0, the y is, replace here, 10 plus 9 times 0 squared minus 2 times 0 cubed. That is going to be 10. Okay, when x equals to 3, your y is 10 plus 9 bracket 3 square minus 2 times 3 cube. Then this is going to be 37. So now I'm getting 2 points. 0, 10 and 3, 37. These two are the turning points. Okay, part 2. Determine whether each turning point is a maximum or minimum. Show how you decide. Now, the dy dx equals to 0. This is a stationary point or turning point. Then now, we need to differentiate second time. Okay, when you differentiate second time and this is greater than 0, you are getting a minimum point. But if let's say this is less than 0, then you are getting a maximum point. So we are going to use this concept to solve the part 2. Okay, which means I need to refer back to my dy dx because I need to get my second derivative. So now my dy over dx is 18x minus 6x squared. Therefore, my d squared y over dx squared, that is going to be 18x when you differentiate, right? So here, differentiate cx, that is c. So which means I will be getting 18. Then minus 6, differentiate x squared is 2x because you bring down the 2 and then minus 1 degree from the degree of x. So from here, I will be getting 18 minus 12x. And now since we have found two x values, right, because of 2 points. So when x equals to 0, my d squared y over dx squared is going to be 18 minus 12 times 0. That is 18. More than 0, then from here I will get minimum point. Right? Then from the other x, which is 3, d squared y over dx squared is going to be 18 minus 6 times 3 squared. Then you will be getting minus 18. Oh, sorry, not 6. It is 12. Okay, because it is 12. Right, mistake. This is 12. Then you'll be getting minus 18, which is less than 0, and I'm getting a maximum. Okay, therefore, from here, I will write my point. The first point, 0, 10. My first point, 0, 10, is basically a minimum point. And my second point with coordinates 3 and 37, that is a maximum point. Alright, so done for this part. Question number 9a. Jana and Kama each invest each invest $8,000. At the end of 12 years, they each have $12,800. First part, Jana invests in an account that pays simple interest at a rate of R% per year. Calculates the value of R. Okay, so now simple interest formula, this is a simple interest, right? I is PRT over 100. So the I is basically the interest. So from here, I will say the interest is, because at the end of 12 years, this is the total amount, means that the investment, the principal amount plus the interest. So the interest earned is basically 12,800 minus the 8,000. That is going to be 4,800. So now substitute into this formula. 4,800 equals to, the P is the principal amount, 8,000. The R is the interest, so R, right? Then the T is how many years, which is 12 years. Then over 100. Because of R percent, I change to R over 100. Then from here, you can just calculate the R now. So the R is basically the 100 move up, right? And then these two values, you will move down. That will be the R calculation. So I will get 4800 times 100 over 8,000 times 12. Then this is going to be 5. So that means it's 5% per year. Okay, part 2, Karma invests in an account that pays compound interest at R% per year. Calculate the capital letter R. So for compound interest, right, compound interest, the formula is A equals to P bracket 1 plus R. Okay, so in general, I will just write lowercase letter r over 100 power n. So now this A is the total amount, right? So the total amount after, at the end of 12 years, is 12,800. So this is going to be 12,800. The principal amount, which is 8,000, bracket 1 plus, now the R percent is the capital letter R. So this is capital letter R over 100 because of percent. Then the N is 12 years. So now from here, to get the capital letter R, I have to divide, I have to move down this 8,000. Okay, I keep this as one term first. So that is going to be 1 plus R over 100 to the power of 12. This is going to be 12,800 divided by 8,000. Okay, and then this power 12 can be moved to the other side, becomes power 1 over 12. So here I will change to power 1 over 12. Okay, then from here, my answer for this calculation is going to be 1.03994. Then now, my R over 100, just move this one to the left side. So 1.03994 minus 1, that is going to be 0.03994. And at last, move up the 100. Okay, because this is 1 over 100. This is R over 100. So now the R is going to be 100 multiplied with 0.03994. Then this is going to be 3.994. And now round up to 3 significant figures to get 3.99. So that is the solution for second part. Okay, now B, the population of a city is growing exponentially at a rate of 1.8% per year. The population now is 260,000. Find the number of complete years from now when the population will first be more than 300,000. Okay, so the formula is, right now, 260,000 multiplied with 1 plus 1.8%. So 1.8 over 100, right? And number of years, so let it be n. So it means that it is similar to this part, the right side of the compound interest. Okay, principal value. And then will be first more than, because of more than here, more than 300,000. So that is the working for this question. Right. So now first of all, the 260,000 will be moved down. So I will write 1 plus 1.8 over 100 to the power of n is greater than 300,000 over 260,000. So 300, so all the thousands, all these zeros can be cancelled off. Right, so you can cancel off these 4 zeros. So 30 over 26 is basically 15 over 13. Then now, to solve the n, we take log both sides. So now, for information, when you take log both sides, okay, then now we have a formula over here. Log a power n, it will be n log a, provided the n is the power of the a. Alright, so which means now the n will be moved down. It will be log 1 plus 1.8 over 100 more than log 15 over 13. Now you can check the value of the calculator. This log is positive. Alright, so when it is positive, when you move down, no need to change the inequality sign. So the inequality sign remains. Unless this log value is negative, then when you move it to the right side, you have to change the inequality sign. Instead of more than, you change to less than. That means now n is less, we do not change. So it remains as more than. This is log, you can write log or lg, up to you. So this is 15 over 13 divided by log, okay, 1 plus 1.8 over 100. Probably here you can just change to 1.018. Okay, when you calculate the value. Then from here, I will be getting more than 8.02. So when your n is more than 8.02, so now complete years. Okay, and it is more than, therefore your n is 9 onwards. So your n is 9, not 9 onwards. The n is 9. Okay, that is the complete years. Okay, question 10. The table shows some values for y equals to 2x cubed plus 6x squared minus 2.5. Now, complete the table. So when you do the calculation, basically your x is minus 3, your y is 2 times minus 3 cubed plus 6 times minus 3 squared minus 2.5. That is going to be negative 2.5. Okay, same goes to the minus 0.5. So when x equals to negative 0.5, your y is just replaced accordingly. Then this is going to be negative 1.25. And lastly, when the x is 1, so your y is 2 times 1 cubed plus 6 times 1 squared minus 2.5. This is 5.5. So done for the A. Now, B, on the grid, draw the graph from minus 3 to 1. Means that you need to label all these points. Okay, so x is minus 3, y is negative 2.5. Negative 2.5. Okay, 0.5 is over here. Then minus 2.5, 3.75. Minus 2.5, 3.75. So 3.75 is basically here. Okay, almost 4, almost 3.8. Then minus 2, 5.5. So minus 2, minus 2.5 is 3.75 is positive. 3.75. Then after that, minus 2 is 5.5. Minus 1.5 is 4.25. Minus 1.5, 4.25. Then minus 1.5. Okay, done. Minus 1 is 1.5. After that, minus 0.5, you get negative 1.25. Use negative 2 or 1.2. Okay, after that, 0, you get negative 2.5. Then 0.5 is negative 7.5. So 0.5, negative 7.5. Negative 0.75. Okay, lastly, 1 is 5.5. Right, so now we need to join all the points. So it should be a curve, right? Smooth curve. Okay. Right, so this is a graph. You can label the graph as y equals to 2x cubed plus 6x squared minus 2.5. Alright, done for the graph sketching. Okay, now by drawing a suitable line on the graph, solve the equation. So just now we have 2x squared, 2x cubed plus 6x squared minus 2.5. Okay, so now here it is 4.5. And these two are the same. That means now here, right, I will rewrite the 4.5 first. So this is equals to 4.5. So what I need to do here is I will write 2x cubed plus 6x squared minus 2.5. Then now since the left side I minus 2.5, my right side also minus 2.5. Okay, that means here I'm getting another value on the right side. That is my another equation. That means now I need to add on y equals to 2. So that means I will get y1 equals to 2x cubed plus 6x squared minus 2.5, and then my y2 is going to be 2. So my y2 equals to 2, that is a suitable line. So now draw a horizontal line. Okay, and then the intersection, because this equation is basically intersection between two lines. So now the intersection points will be the x values. So you just read what are the x values. So this is 0.5. So when here is 0.5 means that this is 0.6, 0.7, 0.8. Okay, so here I will just write 0.8. And then the other line, the other one is here. This is 0.8. Then another line, another value is here. So you can just read. This is negative 1.5. So this is negative 1.1. 1. Okay, then here negative 2.5, negative 2.6, this is negative 2.5, negative 2.6, 2.7, 2.75. So I will get negative 2.75 and negative 1.1. So that will be my answer based on the graph that I have sketched. Okay, D, the equation has exactly two solutions. Okay, this is the graph that we have sketched. Has exactly two solutions means that when you sketch another line, let's say this is y1, this is y3, you will have two intersection points. So write down two possible values of k. No need to solve, just refer to the graph. Okay, so to get exactly two intersection points means that it will be here, right? These two intersection points, and here also two intersection points. Because you only get two intersection points here. So obviously you can just read, right, the y value when the x is 1. So when x is 1, my y value is 5.5. Okay, and then my x value is 0. I will get my y value. So my y value when x equals to 0 is negative 2.5. So my k will be negative 2.5 and 5.5. That will be my k values. This will be my k. Okay, so then you just write it down. That's why the question says write. So here is negative 2.5 and 5.5. Okay, next question, 11. Given fx is 1 over x, where the x is not equal to 0, the gx is 3x minus 5, and the hx is 2 power x. Find gf2. This gf2 is basically the composite function. So I will write this is g of f2. So refer to this fx, replace the x by 2. So this is g of 1 over 2 because your x is 2 now. So to get the g half, just replace the x by half. Okay, just replace accordingly. This is going to be 3 times half minus 5. So at last, you will be getting negative 7 over 2. Done for the first part. Now get the g inverse. So to get g inverse, we need to refer to the gx. So let y equals to gx, which is 3x minus 5. And now get the x as a subject. So which means 3x equals to y plus 5. Because the minus 5 moved to the other side. And now get the x as a subject. So your x is y plus 5 divided by 3. So then from here, the x will be replaced by g inverse. Okay, then the y will be replaced by x. And this is our inverse function of g. B, find in its simplest form of gx minus 2. So when gx minus 2 means that you have to replace this x by x minus 2. So I will write gx minus 2 equals to 3 times x minus 2, then minus 5. So this is going to be 3x minus 6 minus 5. At last, that is 3x minus 11. Okay, see? Find the value of x when f gx is 0.1. Okay, now f gx is 0.1. This is a composite function. So replace the gx. So now my gx is 3x minus 5. Okay, now f of 3x minus 5. So you have to replace the x by 3x minus 5. So here, 1 over 3x minus 5 equals to 0.1. So the 3x minus 5 move up and the 0.1 move down. Okay, because we need to find the x now. So I will be getting 1 over 0.1 equals to 3x minus 5. So 1 over 0.1 is basically 10. So 10 equals to 3x minus 5. So 3x is the minus 5 moved to the other side, that is plus 5. Then you get 15. Therefore, your x is 15 over 3. That is going to be 5. Part 2, hx minus g7 equals to 0. So the hx is 2 power x. So here, 2 power x minus g7. Okay, so now g7 means that you replace the x by 7 right now. So I will change to 3 times 7 minus 5. So here it will be 3 times 7 minus 5. Then now 2x minus 3 times 7 minus 5 is basically 21 minus 5. That is 16. Okay, so then from here 2x equals to 16. The 16 can be expressed as 2 power 4. Hence my x is 4. So that is the part 2. Okay, question 12a. The diagram shows a circle with radius 12 cm with a sector removed. Calculate the perimeter of the remaining shaded shape. Okay, so now I know that this angle is 310, right? Because one circle is 360 degrees. So now perimeter, it will be, this is radius 12, here is also radius 12, and together with the arc length of the sector here, right? So now arc length of a sector, formula is 2 pi r times theta over 360 degrees. So given this diagram, no need to write degree, so just over 360. Given this sector, this is theta, here is r. Now from here I will say my perimeter equals to the radius 12 plus 12, then plus the arc length of the sector. So now this is 310. Okay, so 310, probably I will write 2 pi r first. Plus 2 pi is 3.142. The r is 12. Then I multiply with 310 degrees over 360 degrees. Okay, then from here the total of the values will be 80. The total of the value will be 88.9347. So now you round up to 3 significant figures. That is going to be 88.9. So that is the perimeter of the shaded region or shaded shape. Now B, the diagram in part A shows the top of a cylindrical cake with a slice removed. The volume of the cake that remains is 3,510 centimeter cube. Calculate the height of the cake. Okay, so this is the top surface, top face. So then we know that volume is basically base area times height, right? So now area of a sector, so I will consider that as a sector. Formula is pi r squared times theta over 360. Okay, so now the volume equals to area of sector times height. So now the volume is given 3,510. So the area of the sector, use this formula. Pi is 3.142 The R is 12 squared. Okay, because when you refer to this same sector, the R is 12. So this means here R squared is 12 squared. The theta is still 310. Then over 360 times height. So when I calculate the values on the value on the left, on the right side, okay, all these values you multiply all together, that is going to be 48701 over 125 times height equals to 53510. So now my height of the cake, it will be 3510 times 125, because you move the fraction to the other side, so you have to swap the numerator and denominator, over 48701. So this is going to be 9.009055. And now I round up to 3 significant figures. So 1, 2, 3, look at this fourth value, round up, that is 9.01. So that is the height of the cake. Right? So with this, we have completed the whole paper and also comes to the end of the video. Thanks for watching. If you enjoy watching my video, please like and subscribe to the channel, and also recommend this channel with your friends. Okay, and also stay tuned for more upcoming videos. Thank you everyone. Bye.